Mr. Ogunye, what do you think? Dreams or visions 65 years after?
I think that the founding fathers had a lofty vision for Nigeria.
I'm coming from Ikeja.
They did. Because to start with, before independence, there was a political struggle. There was a nationalist movement. There was a struggle to rid Nigeria of colonialism. People suffered in the process out of conviction. People were sent to prisons. Okay? The Sikhist movement that was forged, which was a revolutionary movement, ahead of Zik himself, after whom the movement was named, had people like Mogugo Koye and the likes who were sent to prison. The treason laws, the sedition laws in our statute books that is survived till today were meant for them, for publishing seditious materials against the British authorities. So they were fired by lofty ideals, and they really wanted a Nigeria that will prosper after the attainment of independence. Yes, you could say that they were quite euphoric and, believe that once we had independence, it was going to be El Dorado. You could say that, yes, in our own time too, we also felt like that when we were fighting the military.
Right.
We thought that once we got rid of the military, Nigeria was,
everything
but 25 years after, where we are now, okay, I think that we're wiser. So the point I'm making is that they had a vision. And you could say that even before the attainment of independence, there were indications, clear indications, that they were serious about governance, they were serious about development. For example, in Western region, people don't say this often. It was not after independence that we had free primary education in Western region in 1955. That led to massive enrollment of people. People were being dragged from the farms. God, that was the policy of the government. It was not 1960 that we had Western Nigerian television ahead of France in 1959. So they were serious about government. And you could say that also in the other regions. I think that individual ambition is evident everywhere, particularly in many of the neo-colonial states in Africa. In Ghana, if you look at the story of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, at the time forging a one-party state, you say that he wanted to be the only lord of the manor, and that generated a problem, and there was a coup. Okay, so there are individual ambitions everywhere. You can't rule out ambitions of individuals who are the dramatic personae of that era.
But do you think we have fulfilled that vision now in 2025?
I think that the vision was arrested.
Absolutely.
At what point?
First, by the whims and caprices of those founding fathers themselves.
Oh, okay.
As early as 1962.
So that begs the question of the substance of that vision. So
Yeah.
if the vision was
Before
arrested,
the military
if it
eventually
was-
came
if it
in
was-
1966. That's my own reading. Because Nigeria came
So if
forward.
the founding fathers fall short.
Just let me hint. Nigeria came forward as a newly independent state, a democratic state, with a parliamentary system of government. And some of them had practiced that, at their local level, at their regional level.
All right.
The leader of opposition, for example, before he came to the center, was a premier in Western region for about 9 years. So you couldn't say that he didn't know about the practices of a democratic state. In the north, you also had that. In the east, you also had that.
All right.
So there was a learning period when they got to the center.
But
yes,
beyond
in 2
learning,
years,
if I could
after they got
actually
to the center,
Yeah.
there was bedlam.
Yeah.
Let me hear you from you.
Beyond, and I agree 100% with Mr. Jiti, but beyond the issue of learning, I am yet to see any effective leader that is not ambitious. It's a requirement to lead that you actually believe that you have a capacity to deliver something. Because if you don't, you're never going to put yourself up anyway. So the issue of them having a vision is absolutely correct. They had a vision. I can speak, for example, to the Sardauna of Sokoto. You had the example of free education. In the North, the Sardauna very quickly realized that the North was really diverse. Different religions, different languages, and that in itself, if it is properly harnessed, it can be a strength.
Hold that thought for a minute.
Okay.
I'm
you
told
keep
that,
holding me for a minute while I'm in the flow.